Being peaceful and relaxed in your daily lives is part of your reason for being human. Humanity's progress towards awakening is proceeding apace. However, it may well seem to many of you that conflict and chaos worldwide is intensifying, worsening, even approaching a catastrophic state that is in danger of becoming apocalyptic. Rest assured this will not happen. Humanity is not poised to leap into an abyss of utter darkness because the energy shift that you light holders, light bearers, and light workers are delivering is extremely powerful and is causing an enormous change in direction that is leading you away from the apocalyptic scenario that so many fear is inevitable. You all incarnated at this moment in humanity's evolution to ensure that the awakening would occur, and nothing can prevent it from doing so because it is God's will and the will of the collective that you awaken as divinely ordained. Yes, you invented and built the illusion, but God's love for you is so intense that He would never allow you to be permanently hurt or harmed by the games you chose to play there as you experimented with your misguided sense of the need to experience separation from Him. As you know, despite its seemingly intense sense of reality, the illusory world of pain and suffering in which it seems you are so deeply embroiled is completely illusory, a figment of the collective human imagination that has never existed. It has depended on each of you to make it appear real purely by your belief in it, and you are now collectively withdrawing your belief, and so it will collapse. As we in the spiritual realms keep reminding you, there is only love. Anything other than love that you perceive or experience is completely unreal. But, as long as you choose to block love by entertaining thoughts of a corrosive nature that you would act on if the opportunity arose, such as righteousness, blame, bitterness, resentment, betrayal, jealousy, hatred, etc., it will seem to you that you are still in the seemingly real, but, nevertheless, totally unreal world of the illusion, where pain and suffering remain the rules of the game, and where these thoughts are engaged with and put actively into effect. You need to release these corrosive thoughts simply by forgiving, first yourselves, and then anyone that you have judged negatively because you perceived them as wrong or to blame. What you see and feel a need to judge in another is very frequently but an aspect of yourself that you have buried or denied, and that is being reflected back to you for recognition and forgiveness. There are very few among you who have not had an aha moment when you have seen someone else do something that you judged as wrong, and then almost instantly realized that that is how you would have done it, or is how you did it previously. You are all mirrors to each other, so pay close attention to what upsets you in another, and then willingly open yourselves to receive and learn the lesson that is being offered. Once you can begin to admit to yourselves that you are human, like everyone else, and that therefore you do make mistakes, then will you be able to admit them and forgive yourselves instead of denying them and hoping that you will not be found out. Even the most brilliant and competent people make mistakes, so do not disparage yourselves for doing so. Instead, be glad that you notice them and just correct them. If it's too late to correct them, then apologize to those affected and make amends as best as you can. People far prefer it when others admit and correct their mistakes instead of covering them up and hoping either that they will not be noticed or that they will be blamed on someone else. Loving people always admit their mistakes and take full responsibility for them, and as a result they are the kind of people who are always admired and honored for their integrity and courage. Every one of you is love incarnate, so shine your light brightly, be the love that you truly are, and take full responsibility for the way you live your lives. When you do this, operating from honesty with love and integrity, your lives will flow far more smoothly because your fear of making errors will become far less intense, and when your fear reduces, you can see far more clearly, and consequently you make far fewer errors. Operating from your true nature, love, ensures that you are in peace instead of in panic, and then that felt sense of needing always to be in a hurry dissolves and everything gets done in good time. As you all are well aware, when people rush and hurry, accidents occur, from spilling a cup of coffee to making a quick and very ill-advised decision to go to war. When you allow yourselves to slow down, even though you may be running late, your stress levels decrease, your blood pressure reduces, and you mostly find on arrival that in fact you are not really late. However, If you are frequently late for appointments, then you probably need to address the issue by allowing more time to get there. Often, because people are stressed and seem to have so much to do in a day, they either try to fit something extra in between appointments that cannot possibly be done in the time available, or, because they resent having to attend a meeting or an event, they delay their departure, get stuck in traffic that could have been easily foreseen, and then blame their lateness on circumstances beyond their control. You all know people who always show up late, the victim syndrome. I couldn't help it. You are all beloved children of God, divinely loved in every moment, and there is nothing you can do that will change that. Therefore cease entertaining negative thoughts about yourselves that are disparaging and judgmental. Instead, just remind yourselves that you are playing games in an illusory world where your abilities are severely limited by your own choice, and that what you would judge about yourselves as unworthy, unacceptable, or even shameful are just opportunities for you to forgive and accept yourselves as your Father does. When you can forgive yourselves, it becomes far easier to forgive others, as they are no longer reflecting your inadequacies back to you, and you will find yourselves feeling far more peaceful and relaxed as you go about your daily lives. Being peaceful and relaxed in your daily lives is part of your reason for being human at this moment, because your energy fields are always interacting with those of others, and peaceful and loving energy fields assist enormously in humanity's awakening process, as they provide calm to counterbalance the stress and anxiety in the energy fields of those with whom they come in contact. Be love, be peace, and delight in the life that God has given you to bring you everlasting joy. Your loving brother, Jesus. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman2.wordpress.com